Hi, Prosperity Team. It's Dr. Money coming to you from the prosperity corner of the universe where silliness is sacred and nobody's perfect. I am your POP, your professor of prosperity, and I'm here so that all of our lives can pop with prosperity. Today, I want to talk to you about fear, or tonight. And if we are afraid about finances, we may not need prosperity affirmations and abundance affirmations. What we might need is affirmations about fear. Because what we'll find out about fear is once we kind of heal the thought about money, the fear is going to jump somewhere else. And let's say the fear is about our health and we get healthy, but the fear is going to go somewhere else because we're used to maintaining a certain level of fear. Say, I could say, my name is Ann Sermons Gillis, and I'm used to a 0.4 on the fear scale of 0.10, and that is what I'm used to maintaining, and I always maintain it. So the affirmation may go something like this, and that is, I am not afraid to be afraid. I'm not afraid to be afraid. I'm tired of being afraid. I mean, that can be an internal dialogue, but it's safe for me to be afraid because fear is a chemical sensation that runs through the body and it eventually will leave. We found out that doing breathing exercises and running and shaking our body and getting rid of getting those chemicals flow through allow the fear to go through. But if we're feeling afraid, then the best thing to do is deal with the fear. Then if you want to go back to the prosperity affirmations, they're much more effective when we're not feeling panic and fear. So we want to take fear out of the equation, deal with it in the best way that we can. There may be other things that we do to face this fear. Once I was walking in my bedroom, I can remember the very exact moment, and I was so fear driven. My whole life had been that way, and I just stopped and I said, stop. I am not going any further until I deal with this fear. And I stopped as if it was a person in front of me. And I thought about all of the things I had done to run from that fear. I said, I'm not running anymore. I'm standing right here with you, right here with you. And I thought about all the things I had done to cover up the fear or make it go away. And it's like, well, it looks like it's here to stay. So I am going to deal with it. And so I dealt with it in the way that I was intuitively guided to deal with it in the moment. We don't want to try to invite fear in, but we don't want to run away from it. And much of my life had been running away from that fear. Now, this video is not long enough to tell you everything you can do to deal with the fear. There's so many things that you can do to deal with it. But I'm saying that if we're driven by a lot of fear, we need to deal with it. And we need to deal with it before we do our affirmations, because they're going to nullify it, because it's the emotion that carries through, not always the words. When the words are filled with a prosperous experience, a prosperous emotion, then they carry through. But when our words are fear-filled, not so much. So let's take a deep breath. And as we inhale our good. And as we exhale our intention that all other beings receive their good as well. This is Dr. Money, and I want you to know for sure that I love you.